Greetings, my name is Kyoko and today we're going to be talking about OSPF. OSPF is a routing protocol that uses link state advertisement to communicate the best path in the network. It also uses hello and dead timers to figure out whether they're going to continue being neighbors with another router or disconnect and find a better path. Let's get to it. Here's the setup. I have a Cisco 4331 router and a Cisco 1921 right there. For this setup, we're going to be using two routers. So the first one is open right here, and then the second one is right here. Just go move it out of the way. Let's check show IP OSPF. All right, nothing, right? Let's do show IP OSPF interface. Nothing. We do database. Nothing. Even if you do advanced, you're gonna get nothing because I haven't done any protocols on here. I could also done show IP protocols, and it will give you a brief detail of what's going on. So I went ahead and verified the same thing on the other router. It's the same. There's nothing, and there's no protocol running on each one of them. So we're gonna go ahead and create our single area OSPF. I went ahead and assigned an IP address to the point-to-point connections that we're going to be using, and here it is on the other one. Just make sure whenever you assign your IP address on the router, you put in the no shutdown to activate it and make sure it doesn't shut off. Alright, let's go ahead and do our OSPF configuration. Should be router OSPF. And process ID, let's just go with 1. It doesn't really matter what we use. And then make sure you put in your network command. Let's give it a second. And then we're going to specify our network wildcat mask area 0. And that's the critical part. Now the wildcat mask is just the inverse of our subnet. And since this was a point-to-point, I did a /30. That way we have our network broadcast, and then we have the two IP addresses. Alright, let me go ahead and do the same on the other side. Alright, so I went ahead and did the same on the other side, as you can see right here. And if you notice anything, you can see that the neighbor relationship has formed. You can see it right there, the message right there. And let's pull this up. And you can see the same thing on the other side. So let's go through some verification commands. So let's do show IP OSPF neighbors. Oh, correction. We got to put do in front of it. And you can see it right here. We can also do interface. And then another good one is database. They got all the beautiful information that we need. So I went ahead and verified the same thing on the other side. But remember when I was talking about the /30 as far as the wildcat mask? So you see how there it is. If you go into the show IP interface, you can see most of the information that we were talking about earlier. Now remember earlier when we did the do show IP protocols, you remember how it was practically empty? So now let's try the same thing and see what we get. You see how now there's more information in here. Now we also have our OSPF, area 0. See how beautiful it is? And of course, we have our default, distance. Now we can actually change this, but I'm gonna do that in a later video, just in case you want to make it a preferred, routing protocol. Thank you for joining me and have an awesome day.